Welcome to the Andy Analytics Content Plan, your fast, flexible way to plan and manage content before it's created. Whether you're working solo or part of a team, this is your calendar for turning strategy into action without the chaos. When creating a content plan in Andy Analytics, you very simply come to your calendar. You click the day that you wish content to create for, so a post for Facebook, for example. What happens here is you very simply select the platforms that you want to create the post for, as many as you wish. In this case, we'll just use Facebook. You then get to select between different types of posts: educational pieces, engagement pieces, promotional posts about your product, or even personal posts about your company. You'll then be given different options, for example, news, blog, custom articles. So Andy is actually monitoring the internet, looking for content relevant to your brand and creating post ideas for you so you don't have to. Gone are days of trying to think about what to post today or tomorrow or next week. Andy's got you covered. It's already created a pre-built catalog full of really interesting ideas that are relevant because they've been trending on the internet recently. So for example, here, we now know we've seen an article of interest, relevant, and we want to post on Facebook. We want it to be an educational piece. So we very simply just click it. What Andy's doing here is it's actually taking this post idea and it's turning it into the skeleton, the structure of a post. So what you'll see now in a moment is things like a title, an about section about the post. This allows you and your team to review the content prior to actually generating detailed posts and images or posting later on. Don't worry about that, by the way. Andy will also handle that, and I will show you that later on in the calendar section. But if we look inside this post, you can see here that Andy's created a structure here. You can see the title of the post is going to be talking about education and mentorship and how this can unlock startup success. You can then see here that Andy's created instructions of what this should look like. Here's your opportunity to actually change this before Andy creates the detailed post later on. Don't worry, you can still change it later on. That's not an issue. But this section allows you to create a high-level overview of what you want all your content for. Andy's already created optimized hashtags for you, but you can add in anything you want here. Also, if you want, if you've seen an article that you think is better about this, not an issue, you can add it in here. You don't even need to describe what's in the article. Andy will handle that for you. It will go out and scrape it and pull in the information. But once you're happy with the information here, you just basically click approved. That's it. And now this plan is ready to be published. If you don't want to click every day and create content every single day, and you don't want to go through this, that's totally fine. Andy can also handle that for you. You very simply click the Generate Topics button. In this, you just select your platforms and the number of days you want to create content for. Andy will add these to the plan. It will go out and select based on what it thinks is the most relevant type of content. It will optimize for educational, engagement, promotional, personal pieces to keep your content fresh always and forever without you having to worry about it. What Andy's doing is using advanced data analytics and AI behind the scenes to create the optimal content plan for you. And as I mentioned, once you're happy with the content, you very simply come up here. You click the Great Content button and click OK. And as you can see up here, Andy's now creating the content. So what you will see is this content will start to appear inside your calendar and also inside your timeline. And what you'll see in these posts is much more detail actual posts. These are the actual posts that go out. And they'll also be available here inside the timeline with images and company assets attached. So effectively, the plan for Andy, the content plan, is the high-level overview of what Andy's going to create content about, giving you and your team the opportunity to review it. The calendar is an overview of upcoming posts, and the timeline is a detailed view showing images, videos, captions, scripts, hashtags of what will actually get posted. Each step along the way, you and your team have an opportunity to review, allowing Andy to enhance and augment the human experience, taking away the boring day-to-day grind of managing social media and putting you in the driving seat, freeing up your time to create the best experience possible for your audience. In the next section, we're going to discuss the calendar in detail and also the timeline in detail. Thank you very much and look forward to our next video.